Here we appropriately pay homage to Dr. King on his birthday. In celebrating this great man, it is easy to focus on Martin Luther King, the dreamer.
I have a dream today.
The loving integrationist King who in 1963 told us of his dream. Similarly, we relish and remain in awe at King the prophet.
We've got some difficult days ahead.
Who foretold of his impending death.
Because I've been to the mountaintop.
There's also a radical King, though, who challenged America to live up to her promise. He campaigned aggressively against the Vietnam War specifically and poverty. He preached that the soul of America was at stake, and it is clear that the issues that Dr. King campaigned against are yet to be resolved. Throughout the nation and certainly in our own communities, fully employed families cannot afford basic housing. There's a rise in poverty. We're criminalizing homelessness, and our nation appears deeply divided based on race, class, and definitely religion. This is the perfect time to reflect and apply Dr. King's message to America. He gives us ways to move forward. He symbolizes everything that's right about America. He models for us unconditional love as we require America to keep her promises to all its people. As we move together in 2019, let us embrace Dr. King's guiding principles and draw inspiration from his constant insistence on the oneness of humanity. Let us lean on and live out the truth in the words that he said. We are caught in an inescapable network of mutuality, tied in a single garment of destiny. Whatever affects one directly affects us all indirectly. It's by divine design that we're alive together at this time. So let us remember that we're all in this together. And so when you and I make it, let's go back to the river and make sure someone else gets over too.